What's up, PEB fam? This is your boy John Q. I'm just out here in my yard playing around with the X3, Insta360 X3, trying to find out the sweet spot for the settings. Out here with my Trampa board while I'm waiting on my Nyx Z1 board, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a beast as well. But it's been a minute since I shot video footage of me riding the Trampa, and it's mostly because I've been, been pretty much trying to get my riding style nailed. As you can see, I have the bindings on, but I rode without the bindings for probably about a week, testing out the maneuverability of the board and trying to get a feel of my riding stance, a stance that works good for me. And I put the bindings back on, and I finally found that sweet spot on with the bindings where I can maneuver the board without having my heels strapped in, and where I can jump on and off the board with minimum effort. So I'm just gonna play around with my camera settings, and I think on this setting here is 5.7K 24 frames per second, and I don't have much sun out today, and just gonna as you can see, I was able to get a foot out without going down with the whole board, which is one of the key things that I like about not being completely strapped in. And I'm thinking that when I get my Z1, and it's scheduled to come on Friday, believe it or not, I'm not even going to put bindings on it, and I'm just gonna. So as you can see, I've been practicing a lot so that I can get some lessons in with riding. And I've actually gotten much better, and one of the things that have aided in me getting better at riding, is my calves have strengthened up a great deal. It's like now I got a little bit more muscle tone in my calves, and everything, and I'm not as stiff when I ride, so that I'm just standing up there straight, and letting the board and taking all of the bumps and stuff in my entire body. So I'm gonna just do a little roundabout here to see. Almost ate dirt. one of the things that I've learned is that I'm gonna have to fall before I get better. And I'm gonna have to test the limitations of my board in order to know how far I can lean, how far I can lean when I'm riding the board. And these new Trampa HP vests that they're using on this board are freaking out of this world when it comes to power. You just saw me try to do a jump there. That was a bad impression of a jump, and I'm gonna go back and take a look at it and see how I can improve upon my jumping ability. But my legs have gotten much stronger, my core has gotten much stronger, my confidence in my board's ability to hold my 240-pound 6'4" stature has gotten a little bit better. And so all of those things, they are combining to make my riding experience much more better. So I'm just gonna continue to practice, take my time, and learn how to ride much better. This board is fast, man. And as you can see, I have the Trampa barrel bindings, I'm not bindings, but burls on here too, and they are starting to loosen up a whole lot more. That's one thing that's helping me with my maneuverability, learning skill, learning curve a whole lot better. Man, this board is freaking amazing. I said to myself that I was going to give myself time to learn how to ride this Trampa board, to the best of my ability before jumping into trying to buy another board or thinking about another board. But man, after Nyx came out with that Z1, it gave me a look at a board that could pretty much satisfy my desire for long range rides on the road. I haven't tested my Trampa out 100% on the road, but I feel more comfortable with it on trails. as I was saying, this board, it is an absolute beast. And as an ESK8 newbie, I haven't even wore the little pricklies off the tire yet. That shows you how that I'm not riding it as much as I should. And these cans, I haven't felt them hot yet. I always, every time I feel them, no matter how far I ride or how much I ride, and I think I did a 6 mile, practice session around the yard just yesterday, and those motors, they weren't even warm, and I was burning it pretty hard. And one of the things that I was nervous about in my learning experience of how to ride the Trampa board was that turning to the, what direction is it? Turning to the left with my lean back. And so I asked the ESK community some questions to get some feedback on how to do that without falling on my behind every time I try it. And I got some good feedback. Thank you guys a whole lot for the feedback you gave me. I'm a guy that's almost in my mid-50s, and I know it's an insane idea to jump on something like this at an older age, and you know, and we know that the older you get, the less your body heals from major injuries. But you guys have kind of welcomed me into the whole ESK8 thing, and giving me nice pointers and tips on how to ride, and I really appreciate that a lot. I just want to let you guys know that. So here I got the selfie stick completely extended, and I got the tripod mount at the end of it. So I just want to see how this one looks. Right, so that's fully extended, and now I'm gonna go with the me mode. Okay, I am officially in me mode at 1024 frames per second and 1080p. So I'm going me mode with a nice squat. Good brakes. All right, so that was me mode. 5.7K, 24 frames per second, and it's on. Let's see what we're working with here. And I'm going to extend the selfie stick all the way out. and testing at 4K, 24 frames per second. And it's cloudy outside. The sun just went down behind the clouds. Selfie stick. I'm cruising in my yard at 20 miles per hour on my board. Look how cloudy it is. Riding into the storm. All right, now it's time to go in a little bit because it looks like it's about to rain, and I'm not trying to test the durability of my board out on the rain, but this has been a fun little excursion, and now it's time for me to take it in and say peace to the PEV fam. Peace, PEV fam. Your boy John Q on the Trampa. Boom. Oh, let me get some pictures.